Okay, hi guys. Today's going to be a really short video. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I've just basically been busy with loads of things, including trading and other stuff related to trading. So to get started, before I get started on the actual video, anyone who asks how to receive signals or to get anything like that, in the description of the video you're currently watching, if you just go to show more and then you click the link to the website, it says to start receiving signals. These signals will not be binary signals, they'll be forex signals, just due to the fact that there's less risk and more reward for the forex signals. So I just think it's better to be sending those instead of binary. But I thought I'd attach a strategy here for you guys, and I'll show you how to set up the charts and also what you need to do to trade it. Now the strategy was provided to us by Joshua Francis. He's one of the guys in the group. I've been speaking to him as well. So he's been kind enough to actually make this for us here. I'm basically going to go over this document here. This document will also be in the description of this video, so just click the description and it will take you to this Google Drive document where you can actually look at the the strategy itself and how to set it up really. So anyway, without talking any longer, I'm basically going to get in there and show you how to set this up. So basically, what we need to do, it says we will be using TradingView as our charting software, so head over to TradingView and create a free account. If you don't have a TradingView account, I recommend just making a TradingView account just so you can trade, just so you can actually look at the charts and look at the different assets. So it's really useful to have one of those. I have a pro account just purely down to the fact that it just enables me to have a lot more indicators or to save multiple different charts instead of just saving, I think, 3 charts at once. But what we're going to do, we're going to follow this. So it says here, we're going to make sure everything's exactly the same, just so it's easier for us. So what we need to do, we need to have the currency on EURUSD. That's not necessary, but just so it's easier for you guys to follow, I'm going to be doing that. The current time frame, which is over here, you just select 5 minutes, just like this. Okay. To add new indicators, you just click over there, and to save a chart template, you can also click down there or save it by clicking this here. This is the asset watch list, so any assets that you think or you'd like to trade, what you do is basically go, there we go, to the watch list just up here, and to add a symbol, just for example, you type GBP USD, hit enter, and they'll add it here, and you can basically just click the currencies quickly just to take you there faster instead of typing them in up here, because I know that takes a bit of time. So it's just a shortcut if you're trying to flick through the currencies and to save you time. So once we've done that, we can also expand and hide more details for the indicators as shown here, just like that. Okay, so we're going to scroll down and adding the indicators. The indicators we need to add are the Bollinger Bands, so we're just going to add those in. Just simply type BB or actually type Bollinger Bands. So the top one here, I'm just going to select that one, followed by the VW _ binary _ pro plus final strategy, and it's the third one, so VW _ pro _ 3 V2 final strategy. That's the one we want here. All we have to do is just click this and it'll add it straight to our charts here. So we're actually going to be taking a lot of stuff off this, but we'll do that together, and I'll do it quite slowly so you guys can see what I'm doing. And the next one, we need the MoD _ CM, which would be Chris Moody, and it's the RSI strategy. So we're just going to put that in, and it's the lower version 2. Okay, so we just select it like this. Now once we've done that, all we do is just go down to this area here by the indicator window and just drag it down slightly, just so we have more room to actually view our chart and make it easier for us. What you can also do is go here and click this volumes indicator here and just click back on your keyboard just to delete that, just to clear the chart up a bit more. So now we've actually added all the indicators that we need in. We're going to scroll down to the next page. Okay, and he actually shows us how to add the indicators. So we click just indicators, and then we add them in. Obviously we've just done that, but he's showing us what to do. You can also click the start and add it to your favorites. Okay, so then when you want to come to your favorites, you know, if you haven't saved the indicator, you can basically, so I'll just try and find an example. You just click this arrow here and it'll save it to your favorites, and then eventually when you want to come back to it, it'll be saved and will come to the top of your screen. Okay, so setting up the VDOB indicator. So it says click here to expand more details for indicators. So just like this. Okay, usually I like to hide this whilst I'm trading just so there's no distractions, because usually you have some indicators running here and the numbers will run across the charts and it's just quite distracting, so I'd recommend obviously minusing it. But as we need to edit the indicator, we're just going to keep this open. So what we do, we click obviously the button that looks a bit like a gear on the VDOB Binary Pro version 2. We just click this one here. Okay, now we need to follow these rules obviously quite closely. So what we need to do, make sure the settings are the same as this. So untick all the plots until you get to round background color. Just like this. And we're left with background color. Keep scrolling down, make sure background color, that's correct, and then plot 1, 2 is correct, and we're going to keep scrolling down till we get to shapes. Make sure all the colours are the same. To be honest, I don't think you really need to change anything, it should be fine. We keep coming down until we get to here. There we go. So what we need to do is untick plots background from the bottom all the way up to the plot. There we go, the first plot, and then we leave the first plot and then untick the next plot, just like this. Okay, and then we have plots again, and it's fine, plot again, shapes, and the rest are fine, so we just leave those just like this. And then what we'll need to do is also click OK, just to make sure that it actually saves all the settings we've done. If we click cancel, we'll just take us off. Okay, so once we've done that, the chart should just look like this. So it's a lot simpler, you know, it's cleared it up a bit for us. And now what we need to do is go down to the RSI, and we'll need to edit that as well. Okay, so when we go down to the RSI, we use the settings just like this here. We go to inputs, and we follow the inputs that he's shown us here. So he said tick show results. So this one will show us once the RSI's come out, it's obviously told us if it's overbought or if the market's oversold. And then basically, obviously we'd take the signal in the opposite direction, and the green indicates to us if that trade would have won or lost just using the RSI, not using any of the VDOB's indicators up here. And change the value to 1, so total bars in a trade from 2, we just change that to number 1, just like that. And we make sure everything else is the same, 5, 200, 5, 95, so it's 5, 200, 5, and 95. Okay, so that's all fine. We're going to click OK, just like that. I'm going to scroll down to the time frame. Now make sure you're using the 5-minute time frame, which we've already selected. And now, so make sure you have the countdown timer active, as this helps with timing entering trades. Okay, so currently the countdown timer is not available because the market's closed. It's actually Saturday at almost 10:30. But what we'll do is just go down to here, click settings, and then obviously just click countdown just like that, and that will give us the countdown timer. So I'll just go to Bitcoin just so you can obviously see an example. That's what the countdown timer should look like. Okay, and that'll count us down till the end of this candle has formed, and then we'll basically we'll be waiting for the candle just to finish forming, and we'll enter on the new candle. So that's how we actually enter the trades. So I'm going to try and zoom out. There we go. Go back to Euro USD. So it's just like this. Okay, so if you guys, you know, if I'm speaking too fast or anything like this, I've attached a Google Drive document in the description below, just so you guys can keep, you know, refer back to that just in case I've gone over something too fast. Okay, and now he's just showing us, Joshua is just showing us basically how to get the watch list up. And you essentially just type in the asset you want. So if your favorite assets are the GBB pairs, you delete all of these ones from here, and obviously just add in the GBB pairs, so you can just click quickly without actually having to type in the currency pair, as I mentioned previously before. Okay, so there we go. So he's covered a lot of this. So add all your assets you're interested in trading or available on your broker platform. That's it, chart is ready to go. So you can also set up alerts. You'll need to upgrade to your TradingView subscription to make use of these alerts. Pro version will give you up to 10 alerts. Pro Plus version will give you up to 30 alerts. MoD's indicator will only need you will only need to create one alert per asset. You will need to set up the alert on each asset you would like to monitor. Okay, so essentially what we do. So as you can see, you can create an alert just like this. And it says set up with the following configuration. So what we'll do, we will right click on the RSI indicator just like he's told us to. And we're going to go to add alerts. And it's going to come up just like this. Okay, we've clicked add alert. And now following Joshua, he's telling us to, so I'll zoom out here, condition, there we go, and it's condition will be greater than value and then 99. So I'm going to change this just to Euro JPY just so it's easier to make sure the values are the same. So I'm going to do this again just one more time. There we go. And then obviously the value that we want it to be greater than would be just over here. So we're looking for the cross over this point here, which is at let's just say we'll go for a flat 95.8. So what we're going to do is just type 95.8, and basically that means once the RSI has crossed up to 95.8, an alarm is going to ring on your computer, and it will let you know that Euro JPY is crossing on the RSI. So you can basically get back to the asset or whichever asset you set an alarm for, and you can basically trade you know, that asset in the direction without actually having to watch it. So it just saves you time. Okay, once per bar on condition, so we're just going to follow that. Okay, just like this. And expiration time, you can obviously just put whatever time you want it to expire. You know, you could leave it running constantly, so you can change the year to, you know, like 2018 for instance, if you really wanted to. Okay, so over here it tells us alert conditions, so show pop-up and play sounds, and you can basically, I leave it running for a minute just so it tells me. We'd also like to turn off send email or send email to SMS. If you've connected TradingView to your phone, you can actually get text as signal. So if you're out and about, you'll get text as signal to your phone, and then you can enter the trade via the broker on the app. So that's one way you guys can do it. We're going to leave these two here, and then basically what we're going to do, we're just going to click create, and that's going to create our indicator that we have up there. Okay, so you can see there's the indicator. We would also set one up just down here, but I think the best thing to do would obviously be, and I think I'm just looking back at this. yeah, if you set the indicator, so basically what we want to do, we just want to set the indicator slightly above and below these blue lines, which you can see these really light blue lines here, just so when the RSI crosses, just like it has done here, we would have taken this trade here, the reversal trade, just like we have there. Okay, so basic strategy rules. The candle must break the Bollinger Band's upper or lower band clearly. Okay, the VW arrow must be in the opposite direction. If a green candle breaks the upper band, a red arrow must be on top of the candle. RSI must be touching the very top or the bottom line, at least 97, or put 3 for a call. So that's for the RSI. So actually, Josh was telling us to move the RSI slightly up. And I'm just going to change this to exactly like he said. So it's going to be 97. So that's the bare minimum to have. There you go. So you can see the indicators just up here, the alarm. Okay, and then VW arrow must be in the opposite direction. If a green candle breaks up around, red arrow must be on top of it. RSI must be touching the very top or bottom. Okay, so for us to enter. So we need all these requirements for us to enter. We then wait at least 5 to 7 seconds of that candle, and if the conditions are still met, we enter the trade with a 5-minute expiry in the opposite direction. So he's shown us some examples here. Candle broke the lower Bollinger Band clearly. Green indicator telling us to buy. Okay, the RSI hitting the lower level, and as you can see, it's obviously hit the lower level here. So we're going for a buy, and we'll take the 5-minute trade in the opposite direction. So that would mean going upwards. So it'll be a call, just like it has here. Okay, likewise over here we have the example of the puts. We also have one here, a 5-minute put. And basically we're just looking for the candles to break and form outside of the Bollinger Bands for us to enter in the reversal direction. We also have an example just here as well. We have loads of examples if you look through the chart, just like that. Okay, so this is basically the strategy. It's super simple for anyone getting started out in binary, or anyone who's trading binary anyway and you just want a strategy, you're not sure what to use. Okay, what I would advise you do is, I know some people have favorite currencies they like to trade, so what you should do is go through the currency and see how it is performed, okay, how it's performed over the last period and what times are the best times to trade. Okay, so that's my best advice I can give you guys. Also try to avoid moments where there would be news being released, because that would affect how the strategy works. Okay, but as I mentioned as well, not the most important, but one of the most important things is actually waiting for the timer and just being patient with it, and it should pay off. Okay, but yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll try and get some live trades done this week, just so I can show you the strategy, actually trading it live. I just had some spare time now, so I thought I'd make the video for you quickly. And again, if you guys want to trade, Forex, and you want to get into Forex trading, the links are in the description below, and I will be providing Forex signals. So if you're trading binary and just want some Forex signals on the side and just see, how it goes, and just slowly enter into that as well. And you never know, you actually might like it, because it's not a fixed return. The returns are a lot greater than binary. And that's basically it. So yeah, just check the description. As per usual, just WhatsApp my number if you have any questions. And if I am slow at replying, as you can see down here, this is my WhatsApp. I've got 162 messages to reply to, so I'm going to try and reply to all of those tonight. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, thank you very much to Joshua Francis for actually making this strategy and making it simple so I can share it with you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Cheers.